Um, Shalom, all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahshua, Bashim Kakadash, the warners to the elder apostle, great millstone, such as you all can teach all truth and sincerity. Um, uh, this, continuing on in Edomites, East Judgment and, Judgment Extermination. Um, so I'm gonna read this is, Ezekiel 35, verse 5, it says, because thou hast a perpetual hatred, and have shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. So, Edom has always had a perpetual hatred, against, children of Israel. It all started with their forefather Esau because Jacob supplanted Esau out of the birthright and blessing. But, honestly, we all know through the prophecy, like the prophecy said, the elder shall serve the younger. So it was predestined for Jacob to get that blessing and to get that birthright. That birthright and blessing wasn't even for Esau, even though Esau despised his birthright. He didn't appreciate his blessing. So once you despise your birthright, you don't, and then he tried to get the blessing. When the birthright and the blessing go hand in hand. So, and his mother knew that he wasn't the one that was supposed to get the blessing. It was supposed to be Jacob. So Rebecca did, uh, what she once she heard that prophecy, and she helped her son get that blessing, because that blessing was for him from the very beginning. So Esau, you know he had a perpetual hatred towards Jacob because he believed that he was, what's the word, bamboozled out of his chance to be blessed, but the blessing wasn't for him. And he shed the blood of his brother Jacob, um multiple times over the past 1,000 years. We he shed the blood of us when we were with him during the Greek times, during the Roman times. He also attacked us when we tried to, what's the word, cross, or he said he was going to attack us when we were about to cross past his land, trying to get to our land, which is Israel. Also, during the time we were in captivity under him, hundreds of years ago, where he did all the atrocities that, some are written, but some are unwritten. I'm gonna read verse 6. It says, therefore, as I live, save Yahweh power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Say, if thou hast hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So since excuse me, since you shed the blood of your own, flesh and blood, brother who came from the same, parents, even though we're two different nations, we came from the same, father, Isaac, two parents, Isaac and Rebecca. Since you shed that blood of his generation, um the blood you shed, the blood of your nation is gonna, basically increase. So when he's in captivity, he's gonna be really bloody every day. He's gonna go through being beat down, torn up. Like he may make it to the week all bloodied up after being, what's the word, what's the word? As he go through beatings in our kingdom, you know. Um like he like he's gonna go through harsh punishments while he's under us. He's not gonna have any, like the scriptures say, no mercy. Um but I'm gonna go to a different scripture. Well, I'm gonna continue reading. It says, "Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and will cut off from it that pass out, and him that returneth." So a lot of them Edomites are going to die, and the first batch of Edomites that come in the kingdom, they might end up being killed right where they stand, because you know it's going to be a miracle that they survive the slavery, the captivities, the pain and suffering that's going to be inflicted upon them, because we're going to have spiritual power. So anything that we imagine to do is going to be 10 times worse than what they did to us when we were under them. But anyway, because that's how much. Uh, but anyway, this is Genesis 36 and verse 8. It says, "Thus dwell Esau in Mount Seir." Esau is Edom. So Mount Seir is a representation of Esau, because that's where his land was. Petra today. They call it Petra today. That's Mount Seir, and that's where his dwelling place was. It says, these are the generation of Esau, the father of the Edomites, and the Edomites are the so-called white people, who are the red Hebrew Edomites. They're Esau. They're not Japhet. They're not they're not the Arabs. That's Esau. Um, I'm going to Revelations 18 verse 18. Um, This is Revelation 18 verse 18. It says, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? And it says, and they cast dust in the her heads, and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city, wherein were made rich, that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate. Yeah, wherever Edom dwell, it's going this because Edom, the bulk of Esau dwells in America. Wherever Edom dwell, that's the land of Edom, and that the land of Edom today, modern day, Edom is in Basra, which is America. Babylon, which is America. The virgin daughter of Babylon, that's America. This great whore, that the great city, this place is going to be made desolate and be taken out of existence. With the thermonuclear, because the America, which is Babylon, has made this entire earth rich. It's made the earth filthy rich. All the governments of the world have gotten filthy rich off the backs and resources of the Israelites that have been over here, because this place is a what's the word? America's a commercial commodity company. You know, People come over here, they sell things, and they take all what they sell, they take the profits back to their countries to enrich their countries. That's why a lot of people came over here. This was the golden city where they got rich and everything. But now the cities, these people are gonna turn their back on America, and Uh what's the word? Make this place turn this place in a desolate graveyard. Anyway, I'm gonna go to Obadiah. It's Obadiah 1 verse 9. Um It says, this is Obadiah 1 verse 9. It says, "Now mighty men, O T-men, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount Esau may be cut off by slaughter." Because, that's going to happen, because Esau, he's going to be completely obliterated out of existence. And that's going to be his judgment after he serves captivity. He's going to be completely cut off. There's not going to be any, remaining of him. Not son, nor nephew in existence. Not even his women. His women are going to be taken out with him, because, even though, the man is the man makes the people, but, to completely obliterate the entire nation, you got to make sure that even their women go with them, because even their women are wicked. You just can't get rid of the men and not the women. But anyway, this is verse 10. "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever." Yeah, for their violence, their perpetual hatred against their brother Jacob, they're gonna be completely, taken out forever. In the kingdom, we're gonna be after 1,000,000 years in the kingdom, our children, our great grandchildren, our great 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 grandchildren will be asking us what is an Edomite. And we'll have to look through a book to show them, or we'll have to make a visual of what an Edomite is. If but this is Obadiah 1:18. It says, "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble." So we gonna gather Esau up and put him in a huge bonfire after 1,000 years. After he served, his sentence, and build up our kingdom, and make, and so this is I'm saying reading. It says, "And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh has spoken it." So yeah, it ain't gonna be any remaining of the house of Esau after he's, burnt up, like a pile of sticks on a fire. He's completely gone. Let's go to Job 20:4. It's Job 20:4. It says, "Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Though his excellency mount unto the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, Where is he? For he shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, and neither shall his place be any more beheld. Behold him." Um, like that scripture in Isaiah says, uh, "Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor face, nor basically, Salaki for butchering, but basically, um, they're gonna be completely cut off from existence. They're not gonna rise up again. Either their men, the entire nation is gonna be completely gone. After 1,000 years, after they served, received double and no mercy for everything they've done to us, everything that we don't know, and everything that we're going to know, because a lot of things that they have done we don't know about. So when we get that full understanding of everything they have done, and we have spiritual power, then their captivity is gonna be like ours. Gonna be like a cakewalk. There's gonna be really, really like we're gonna be like, how do they survive this? Like, really, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna end it right here. I'm gonna say all praise. I'm gonna go to Yahweh Bashim Yashab Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elder apostle great millstone. That takes you all and teach all truth and sincerity and shalom.